Sure. Well, we've known for the longest time, actually, well, for quite a while anyways now, that exercise diminishes the risk of many diseases, actually 50 to 90% diminishment of risk of most major diseases. So that's huge in itself. But of course, researchers were interested in knowing, can you actually have an impact directly on the aging process? And to do that, they looked at the aging process itself. How do we age? Well, in every one of our cells, we have chromosomes, and at the end of those chromosomes, we have something called telomeres. These telomeres, when we're born, are quite long. And as we age, they shorten. Think about this. Every day, your telomeres are shortening. As we speak right now, they're shortening. And at one point in time, when they're about 2/3 shorter than they were when you were born, they die. And at that point in time, actually, what happens, the cell cannot replicate. So every time the cell replicates itself, it shortens, it shortens, it shortens. And at one point in time, it can no longer replicate itself effectively. It either dies or it replicates inappropriate ways, which creates havoc in your system, in your body, and of course leads to death. So the process here in the studies, can we slow down the drop of the dimension or size of the telomeres, or could we actually lengthen telomeres? And the answer is yes, you can actually lengthen them. The two studies that were done, one was done actually over a 10-year period on over 2,000 twins. And what they found, they looked, of course, at the ones that exercised versus the ones that did not exercise. And if you did a minimum of 100 minutes, so just around 2 hours a week of physical activity, moderate to high intensity physical activity every week for a period of 10 years. So this is about long-term stuff, not just doing something for a few months. Then what happened is that the telomere length, and this was the telomere length of your immune system, actually became longer and was the length of someone that would be sedentary, that was 5 to 6 years younger than you. And if you did this activity for 200 minutes every week, so closer to 3 hours of physical activity every week, then your telomere length was actually the length of people that were sedentary, people doing less than 16 minutes per week of physical activity, that were 10 years younger than yourself. So the bottom line, you want telomere length, you want anti-aging, you want to do 100 to 200 minutes of physical activity every week. 200 minutes or 3 hours is best. Basically, the longer you do it, the better it is. Now, the other study found that these were men with prostate cancer. And they measured telomere length with that lifestyle adjustments. There was nutrition, there was relaxation. There was also exercise was a key.